90 Day Fiancé's Michael Al-Sami has been losing weight for a heartbreaking reason. He looks so slim now. 90 Day Fiancé star Michael Al-Sami is revealing the painful reason behind his sudden weight loss after his split with Angela Dean. Michael came to the US in December 2023. It was a moment he had been waiting for all his life. Michael started living with Angela in her Georgia home. Fans got to watch Michael start his new life with Angela on Hiye Season 8. However, Michael's Georgia chapter didn't last for long. Michael left for Houston in 2 months and found a new apartment to live in. Michael never made it back home to Angela. He was gone for good. Michael never posted about his new location out of fear of Angela. Angela had, anyway, made Michael delete his social media when they were in their long-distance relationship. Angela feared Michael could cheat on her with someone he'd met online. Angela wasn't wrong. Michael did have Instagram girlfriends from America who he was planning to meet once he reached the country. Angela has now been trying to get Michael deported. She claims their marriage was fraudulent and wants it annulled. Angela took Michael to court. Not a lot is known about Michael's life before he met Angela. Michael used to work as a bus admin, but never revealed who he was dating before Angela, and only a couple of his photos from the time have been shared by the Nigerian man. However, Michael looks so drastically different in the photos that he is almost unrecognizable. Michael used to be much slimmer than how he looked on 90 Day Fiancé. He dressed differently and looked less confident. Somehow, being on camera changed Michael and transformed him into a bolder personality. Michael started wearing button-down shirts in various colors and patterns on 90 Day Fiancé. It became Michael's go-to outfit for his talking heads. Michael represented his motherland with traditional prints. Michael started looking healthier with each season. It was obvious that Michael was living a much happier life after his reality TV debut. Even though he never worked, Michael was being sent money by Angela for him to live a life of comfort. It's not known if Michael worked out when he was in Lagos, since he never had any social media to share his routine with fans. Michael started looking skinnier than ever in his new social media posts once he returned to Instagram. Michael's fans love this new version of him. Michael started wearing t-shirts with jeans and different colors of baseball hats. He accessorized with jewelry and loved to take selfies, and his new physique was not something that could be ignored. However, according to Michael's latest YouTube video, the weight loss was not mostly intentional. Michael mentioned that his fans had seen his stature and commented, "Michael, you've lost weight, you're looking good, and all that." Michael laughed that he didn't want to look like the late WWF World Heavyweight Champion. He added that he didn't want to get fat and liked the way he looks now. Michael has been working out. However, Michael also added that every day is stressing. You know, it's always something. Previously, it was Angela who mentioned that she lost weight from losing interest in food due to Michael's betrayal. But it looks like the former 90 Day Fiancé couple has both been affected physically by what happened between them. 90 Day Fiancé. Signs David Toborowski and Annie Suwan have money problems after leaving America. They're hunting for cash. In the past few months, David Toborowski and Annie Suwan from 90 Day Fiancé have dropped several clues suggesting that they may be experiencing financial difficulties. The couple first met at a bar in Thailand and quickly fell in love. Despite the significant 24-year age gap, they got engaged, and Annie immigrated to the United States on a K-1 visa to marry David. Unfortunately, the couple had to start their married life in a small apartment within a storage facility due to their financial instability. However, the couple emerged as one of the most loved couples of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, which solved many of their financial problems. They even bought a house in Fountain Hills, Arizona. After 7 years of being happily married, David and Annie felt financially secure enough to decide to have a baby. In July 2024, they successfully became pregnant through an IVF procedure. However, the couple has chosen to welcome their daughter in Thailand so she can have both a Thai and an American passport. David and Annie moved to Thailand in December 2024 and are expected to return after the birth of their baby on March 14, 2025. While they are enjoying their time in Annie's home country, this unplanned trip may have caused financial obstacles. David works as a real estate agent in Arizona, and being away from the local real estate market may have led him to miss out on potential earning opportunities. David and Annie have kept their intentions of returning to the United States under wraps, leaving uncertainty over how long David will remain absent from work. After already being away for 3 months, the couple may be starting to feel the pressure to find a way to earn money quickly. David and Annie recently released their cookbook, The Secret Taste of Love, and expressed gratitude to fans who pre-ordered it. The 90-Day Fiancé couple seized the opportunity of Valentine's Day week to launch their book, stating, "The book will be available on Amazon this Friday, Valentine's Day. The book seems to be priced on them." David Tovarowski and Annie Suwon from 90 Day Fiancé have put their condo in Thailand for sale at an incredible price. The couple has been married since 2017 and has achieved many goals together over the past 7 years. David and Annie purchased a house in Scottsdale, Arizona, and started a clothing business. David also achieved many personal goals, such as losing weight and obtaining his license to work as a real estate agent. Recently, David and Annie achieved a huge milestone by becoming pregnant through IVF. In preparation for their due date, they left America and moved to Thailand. Recently, David tested his real estate expertise by promoting one of their properties in Thailand. He shared pictures of her beautiful home in Pattaya, Thailand, while discussing the sale. David wrote, "Condo," and including a new washing machine. He also mentioned that he's open to renting the property for 14 to 15 Thai baht, $414, USD 444. Answering a fan's question, David revealed that the condo at 43 meters costs nearly 62,000 USD. David and Annie have listed one of their homes in Thailand for sale. They are currently residing in a second 2-bedroom condo, which is bigger and necessary as they are quickly approaching their due date. Their daughter is expected to arrive on March 14, 2025. Therefore, it may have been a practical choice for them to sell or rent out their 43 square meter condo with 1 bedroom to help cover their upcoming expenses. David cleared up in the comments that he and Annie are still living in their other 2-bedroom condo in Thailand. David and Annie may have decided to rent out or sell their condo in Thailand because they are close to their due date and possibly considering returning to the United States. The couple has been planning to move back to America after the birth of their baby and obtain her Thai passport. It would make sense for them to relocate to America, as their home in Arizona is bigger and more suitable for a growing family. David and Annie may even sell their current home in America in order to buy a larger one. David and Annie are asking for 2 million Thai baht for their 43 meters condo. Despite its small size with only 1 bedroom, the apartment is in proximity to the famous Jomtien Beach, making it a desirable property. David has a good understanding of real estate, so he would have priced the property reasonably. While 2.1 million may sound high, it's actually reasonable when compared to the properties in the United States. The 90-Day Fiancé couple seems to be asking for a fair price for the apartment, especially considering that it's fully furnished with a new washing machine. I'm watching 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2's therapist shortage, and it's starting to bug me. 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2 had a different vibe from the first season, and I wonder if this small change has anything to do with it. The Last Resort Season 2 is close to coming to an end. The couples are sharing their final days in the resort and are hoping to smooth over some rough edges so they can go home in a better spot than when they arrived. Unfortunately, though, I think most of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise couples haven't made much progress. They may even be in a worse spot from when they first appeared in Season 2. Upon reflection, there seems to be one major difference between the two seasons: the number and types of therapists accessible to the couples. While this difference may not be the only culprit for the couple's lack of progress, I think it plays a major role in their healing process. In Season 1, there were at least 3 therapists that the 90 Day Fiancé couples engaged with. There was Dr. Janie Lacey, a trauma expert, and Dr. Jason Prendergast, a temperament therapist who specializes in marriage counseling. There was also Dr. P.D. Silvera, the Jenny Slatin lookalike who specialized in past life regression. Therapist who also appeared in a few episodes to help the group as a whole and the couples individually. All these therapists certainly played a large role in Season 1, along with the host and life coach of the series. Most episodes featured at least one therapy session, and the couples saw the therapists on a rotating schedule to gain all the tools necessary for a healthy relationship. While the efficacy of some tactics was questionable, such as Big Brown's past life regression session, inner healing and therapy were major cornerstones of the first season. The couples of Season 1 seemed to get along better, make more progress towards their goals, and most all decided to recommit by the end of their stay. Season 2 seems to have had a major shift. There are still a handful of therapists roaming around the resort, but they're not as obvious as in the first season. Mostly it's just the life coach, Sarah Malone, who's navigating the Season 2 couples and their shenanigans. Riva, the same-sex therapist from Season 1, did make a brief appearance to help Josh and Natalie in a private session. However, their session ended in a major blowout, and the pair separated for the rest of the day. Josh and Natalie aren't the only couple who seem to have issues beyond repair. Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra were in a screaming match first thing in the morning after their camping trip. Natalie was upset because she thought Josh was body-shaming her. Meanwhile, Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs' progress plummeted after she revealed she cheated on him earlier in their relationship. Since these couples seem to have more issues than in the first season, I would have expected more inner healing work for them to do. More therapy sessions to improve their communication, and more opportunities to execute real skills that would help their relationships. Yet it seems as though the couples are left mainly on their own, and mediators don't appear until the situation has escalated to an extreme point. The connection might not be related, but I do think it's interesting to acknowledge how the lack of therapy and therapists in the second season might be hindering the couples more so. The purpose of the last resort is to learn tools and practice healthy coping skills, so couples have a solid foundation to work on when they return home. Yet, it seems to me like the couples just keep spiraling. The 90 Day Fiancé couples still struggle to connect and communicate. They keep finding themselves in full-blown arguments and the same finger-pointing cycles that landed them in the last resort in the first place. In the end, I have to wonder if the change in therapists contributed to the extreme amounts of turmoil I've seen the second time around. 90 Day Fiancé and its spin-off series air on TLC and are available to stream on Max in the US. 90 Day Fiancé stars Akinyi Obala and Ben Taylor are some of the most successful couples from the third season of BF90. The two initially struggled with their language barriers and cultural differences. They have also encountered red flags throughout their relationship. However, they overcame the obstacles and eventually tied the knot. Benjamin and Akinyi also took to social media to announce that they have finally welcomed their baby girl. Keep reading to see their exciting post. 90 Day Fiancé, Akinyi Obala and Ben Taylor's story. Akinyi and Ben had a roller coaster journey before settling down behind cameras. Ben already had a child before meeting Akinyi. He even had to hide their relationship from his son when he flew to Kenya to be with her. The 90 Day Fiancé star struggled to understand his girlfriend's family due to the language barrier, but he eventually won their hearts. Ben also had issues trusting his girlfriend, suspecting she may only be scamming her for a green card, especially when she refused to be intimate with him before an American wedding. But the two were able to navigate their relationship and found true love.